Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, and back to the World Puzzle Federation 2015 Round 6 pack set by puzzle creators from the Czech Republic. This is a little killer Sudoku set by Yizi Hedina, and this is another 65-point puzzle. So this one I'm expecting to be a little bit tricky. Now this one has the letters GP in it, so I like it when they go for the theme. It was really nice to see that people were doing cosmetics in grid even 10 years ago. Yeah, really cool stuff. Now, Little Killer is kind of one of my nemeses, not so much as Fortress, which I did last month, but we'll see how we go with this one. I often struggle with it. So what are the rules? Well, before the rules, in the description below, you'll find a link to this puzzle as well as to the entire World Puzzle Federation archive, where you can download every pack they've released from 2014 to today. So yeah, cool stuff. Let's have a look at the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, we need to place the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. And then this is the wording in the original pack, so I'm just sticking with that. Some numbered arrows outside the grid indicate the sum of digits along that diagonal path. Digits can repeat along a diagonal path. Not happy with the wording, but I'm not. That's just what it was. What it means is these digits sum to 21 because the arrow is pointing at those digits and the number is 21. These digits sum to 11, and the same is true of all the other clues. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So these sum to 21, 21 minus 7, those have to sum to 14. I think I'm probably starting with Sudoku, aren't I? Because 1 and 1 looks in, this is a 1. This is just a triple. 1, 2, 3, 5. These are 2, 3, and 5. There's no 3 there, there's no 5 there. So this is a bit restricted. It can't be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is 1, 2, or 4 only. And these have to sum to 14. But I can use some height. Well, the maximum I can put in there is 7 and 3. But that does allow me to use the 1, and that would be fine. Sorry, 7 and 6. But that would allow me to make that work. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, and 8. That's not doing it. This 19 is not restricted at all. Oh, this 20 is. 1, 4, and 6 is 11. I need a 9 in there. Okay, so 9 is not in any of those cells or there. This is a 9. Okay, so this is actually a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, and 8. Huh. So 2 is in here and 7 is in here. So 7 is in one of those two, which I could have got from Sudoku right at the start, but I didn't. Okay. I think I'm going to need to do some math, but I'm not sure how. So these need to sum to 14, but I can do that. If that's a 4, I can make those sum to 10. They'd be 4, 6. If this is a 2, these would need to sum to 12. I couldn't use 9, 3, 8, couldn't use 9. Hang on. If this is a 2, these would need to sum to 12. I couldn't use 9, 3. I couldn't use 8, 4. I couldn't use 7, 5. This can't be a 2. This is a 1 or, oh, it couldn't be 2 because of the 2, 3, 5. This is a 1 or a 4. Now, if this is a 1, these sum to 8 and these need to sum to 13, which couldn't be 9, 4. It couldn't be 8, 5. It could be 7, 6 in that order. That's if this is a 4. If this is a 1, these sum, no, this is if this is a 1, these sum to 13. If this is a 4, these need to sum to 10. I couldn't use 1, 9. I couldn't use 2, 8. I couldn't use 3, 7. These would have to be 4, 6 in either order. So these are the only options. So 2 in this box is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two. Huh. Do I have, this is way less restricted. Well, what can this digit be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 6, or 8 is all it can be. Now, if this was an 8, those would need to sum to 3. It can't be an 8. This is a 3 or a 6. If this is a 6, those digits there need to sum to 5, which is doable because I can repeat digits. But I would need to go 2, 2, and 1. Because the minimum that could be is 2, the minimum that could be is 2, and the minimum that could be is 1. So 6 with 2, 2, and 1 does work. That's if this is a 6, but if this is a 3, these need to sum to 8. And again, the minimum these could be is 2 and 2. So these can't be that high. Like, I can't make one of those a 4. This digit I think has to be a 2. Because if it's not, it's at least a 5. Because it can't be 3 or 4 or 6. Yeah, no. If it's not a 2, it can't be 3, 4, 5, or 6. This would be a 7. And then those digits would need to sum to 4. And I can't do that because the minimum this could be is 3. So 7, 3, those would need to be 1 and 1, and they can't be. This is a 2. Looking up saying that's not a 2, that's a 2, which looks across making that the 5, and there's no 5 there. This is a 2, 3. Right. This is a 2. Now, what about this one? If it's not 3 or 4, it has to jump to 8, which will break it. So this has to be 3 or 4. Which means this can't be 6 anymore. Because if this is 6, the minimum those could be... Hang on, why couldn't this be 2? This can be 2. It absolutely can be 2. 7 is in one of these two. This absolutely can be 2, so that doesn't do what I want. What about this, though? The minimum here is 4. So the minimum of those is 7, so the maximum that is 4. So this is 1, 3, or 4. Three is in one of those two, though. So 3, 4, 6, 8. These are 3, 4, 6. Hang on. Where's 6 in this box? This is just a 6. Ugh, 6 in this box has been right there the whole time, and now this has to be 2, 2, and 1. Sorry, I missed that completely. Missing Sudoku does not help. Now, 3 can't be in any of those. This is a 3. This is a 4, 8, which means this can't be a 4. The minimum these are is 13. If I add 6 to that, well, hang on. If this was 10, 17, no, that does work. In fact, the maximum they could be is 13. But they could still be lower. Don't worry about it. The one is saying that's not the one, that's the one. Right. So I've done the 20 and I've done the 11. These need to sum to 14. So if this is an 8, these would need to sum to 6. If they were 1, 5, it would be 1. It couldn't be 1, 5 because I can't put 5 in either of them. In fact, 5 is in one of those two. Could it be 2, 4? This would be 2. This would be 4. 2, 4 would make that 6. And these would need to sum to 8, which would be 7 and 1. And I think that works. Probably Sudoku I'm missing, because that's what I do. These are 2, 3, 7, and 8. So, oh, right, 3 in this row is in one of those two, so that's not a 3. This is 2, 4, or 8. This is 2, 7, or 8. Okay. Sudoku, Sudoku, Sudoku. I'm forever failing Sudoku. This is a 6 or a 7 now because the 9 had to go here because of the 9s looking into the box. And now because of the 4-8 pair, this is a 6-7 that hasn't been placed. 2 is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those two. Is that doing anything up here? Not that I can see. 7 is up here. Wait a minute. Was 7-1 an option here that I had to consider if these were 9? No, if these were 9. If these sum to 9, these had to sum to 10. They couldn't be 1-9. Why am I? 7 is up here. So they couldn't be 3-7. They'd have to be 2-8 or 4-6. Yeah, it looks okay. At least it does to me. 6 is in here. 1 is in one of those two. This is a twipple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, and 8. There's no 4 there. There's no 8 there. So this triple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is the 6, and these are a 5, 7. Looking up saying that's not the 7, that's the 7. These sum to 14, so these need to sum to 7, and so it has to be 6 and 1 because a 4 would need a 3. So this is 6 and 1. This is not the 1. This is the 4 that hasn't been placed in the box. And the 21 is now done. The only little killer I haven't done now is this one, and those need to sum to 14. Cool. Okay. It is making me use the little killer, which is good. There's a lot, often with puzzles like this, they either only force something at the very end, or they give you some digits at the very start, and then it's just a classic. I'm really loving how that's not been the case for any of these so far. 9 is in one of these two. 4. What is... Actually, this can't be 1. It could be 2, could be 3, could be 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7, could be 8. But can it be 8? Because these have to... 14. 8, 4, 2? Maybe, actually. This is only 4 or 8, because this row is 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and I can't put 2 or 3 in it. This is only 4 or 8. 4 is in one of those two, which puts 4 in one of those two, and this 4 is looking across saying that's not the 4, so that's the 4, so this is the 3, which makes that the 8 and that the 4. Right. Good Sudoku, that. There is a triple in column 4. 3, 8, 9. So this can only be an 8 or a 9 because it can't be a 3, and this is 3 or 9 because it can't be an 8. So 7 is in one of these. That's not a surprise. And 5 is in one of these. Not happy with it. But 9 in this row has to be in one of those two. That's... I think I need to explore this further. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. If this is an 8 and a 5, these are 13, and these need to sum to 6, which would be 2 and 4. Oh! If this is an 8 and this is a 5, they sum to 13, these would need to sum to 6. But now that 5 can't be, right, this has never been able to. And these can't sum to 6. Yes, they can. 4 and 2. There's a 4 there. Okay, if this is a 4, these sum to 9 and these need to sum to 10. 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6. All of that works. So this is either 4 with a 6 here. Sorry, 2. Sorry, if this is 2 with a 4 here. Sorry, no. It's a 4 with a 2 here, or these sum to 10, which still makes this 2, 6, 7, or 8. And it can't be a 7, so that can't be a 3. This is the only possibility. That's 2 of a 2, 4, 8 triple. So where's 1 in this column? Can't put 1 in any of those. Can't put 1 in any of those. Can't put 1 there or there. Oh, it could go there. 1 is in one of those two. Okay. Not. If this is a little killer-based Y-wing, my brain is going to cry. 4 is in one of those two. So if that's a 4, if that's a 4, neither of those are 4. If that's a 4, neither of those are 4. This would be an 8. Ah! If that's a 4, this becomes... Right, it is kind of a little killer-based Y-wing. Can't put 4 in any of those. If that's a 4, that becomes an 8. And these then need to sum to 6. But with a 4 here, this would have to be... This couldn't be a 4. This would have to be a 2, the only digit less than 6. And therefore, this would have to be a 4, and it can't be. So this is not the 4. This is the 4. And these have to sum to 10. But that makes this the 8 and this the 4. 4, 4 puts 4 in one of those two. That did remarkably little. Remarkably little. These have to sum to 10. All I know is those yellow digits are summing to 10. 6 is in one of those two. So if this was 2, 8, this would be 4, 6. If this is 8, this would be 4. This would be 4. That just works. At least I think it just works. It feels like it just works. Okay, triple in this row is 2, 5, and 7. I'm getting very lost. So what can this do? 1, oh, where's 1 in this box now? 1 can't be in any of those there, and it can't be on the 10 clue. That's the 1. Which means this isn't the 1 and this is the 1. Has that done anything? Oh, please don't let this be a casing puzzle. If this is 4, 6, 4, 4, 6 would be here. hang on a minute. If this is 4, 6, by Sudoku, that would have to be 6. But by Sudoku, that would have to be 4. This can't be 4, 6. This is 2, 8. That's quite tricky. This is the 4 and this is the 6. And let me go through that again. If this is the 4, before I place these, if this was the 4, this would be the 4. But this would be a 6, and I couldn't put 6 in any of those, and that would have to be the 6, and this would have to be both 4 and 6. So that didn't work. That's quite tricky. So this isn't the 4, this is the 4. And these are 6, 8, and 9 without there being a 6 there. So this is the 6. These are 2 and 8. I'm not sure how to resolve those yet. But it is true. At least I think it's true. This is a 2, 8 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3 and 7, and the 3 in this box makes that the 7 and that the 3. There's no 7 here anymore. The 3, well, this is 2 or 8 now. Am I colouring 2s and 8s? I mean, it's possible. What are these digits? 3, 5, 7, and 9. The 8 makes that the 9 and that the 8. The 8 looks down, making that the 3, which makes that the 9. The 3 takes 3 out of there. This is a 2, 8 pair. The 9 takes 9 out of there. So these are 2, 5, 7. So this is a 5, 7, giving me a 5, 7 pair in the row. So this becomes the 3. No, I'm broken. Blast. This is wrong. No, it says I'm not wrong. I've done something wrong with pencil marks here. This isn't 2, 5, 7. This is 3, 5, 7. So I'm just going to roll back to where I did those pencil marks. So I'm rolling back to here. The 8 made that a 9, which made that an 8, which made that a 3, which made that a 9. I removed all of these, and then I did it wrong. I did 2, 5, 7, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 3, 5, 7. There's no 3 there. There's no 3 there. This is a 3, and this is the 5, 7, which makes this a 2, 5, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an 8. I'm happier now. I'm not even checking at this point. This is not the 3. This is a 2, 8. How am I going to resolve those? It's going to have to be something off these because... But does it? This is a known digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7, which looks down, making that the 5. This is now a 2 and a 7. The 7 looks across, making that the 5 and that the 7. The 7 looks across, making that the 5 and that the 7. Okay, that was something. This is now a pair. Well, there's no 5 there. That's the 5. This is therefore a 9 by pencil marks, and this is a 3, which makes that the 2 and that the 3. The 2 makes that the 8 and that the 2, which makes that the 8 and that the 2, and that looks across, making that the 2 and that the 8. And that is the solution. This one took me quite a while. This one was tricky, but I did like it. I really liked the way the little killer clues weren't just, here's some digits and really enforce stuff at the start, or here's how you disambiguate it at the end. It was a little bit of both, but not horribly done. And the way this worked was really tricky. The way all of the stuff up happened here with, if this was a 4, the whole thing broke. If this was 4, 6, that cell had to be both 4 and 6. That was a neat Sudoku trick. So what was it? 22 minutes. So way outside the norm, like way outside, like over 4 times the time I should have taken. And I made a mistake, which I wouldn't have known. I may have known if I was trying to solve competitively, but I'll never try it. But I really enjoyed the puzzle. It was a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series as much as I am. And as always, good luck with your solving.